I think Liz Truss faces a serious funding crisis. The headroom on which she was basing so much of her plan no longer exists in the form that she anticipated or that indeed was even projected 6 weeks ago when her contest began. So her tax cuts are going to be very difficult to engineer without borrowing huge amounts of money. In addition, the plan to freeze energy bills is going to come in at a huge cost, probably £100 billion, simply to freeze those energy bills. And this won't control inflation or monetary policy. And in addition, she not only has she picked fights with France, with China, of course with Russia, with Scotland, but she's also picked a fight with the Bank of England. Now, I think she's going to have to rein back on that pretty quickly. I think it's legitimate to question the Bank of England, particularly about its role in tackling inflation. And indeed, private conversations, I hope, will continue. But in public, a public spat with the Bank of England during a major economic crisis, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. I think, as I say, it's legitimate. I think threatening to merge regulators and to review the mandate is just absurd. Absurd at this particular time. On the positive side, she has, during the campaign, stressed the independence of the Bank of England, so I suppose one should take some heart from that. But she has two bigger jobs to perform. Liz Truss has two bigger jobs to perform. And the first is that she needs to sort out the UK. She needs to shape the UK, and she needs to renew the Conservative Party. Those are the two jobs that she's got to do. The Conservative Party particularly, I think anybody who's looking at political history over the last 100 years will know that the Conservative Party, after 12 years in power, is running out of steam. There's infighting. It's deposed yet another one of its leaders. Its public services, or the public services that it's in control of, are falling apart, particularly the NHS. The NHS has been falling apart since before COVID, long before COVID. And so to blame COVID for this, as for so many other ills, is simply not going to wash. The people will see through it. I think the Conservative Party, unless Liz Truss can do something miraculous, is heading for serious electoral defeat after 12 years, and Labour is almost certain to win the next election, perhaps not with an outright majority. Perhaps, if Labour is clever, it will do a deal with the SNP and therefore avert the breakup of our union. That would be the clever thing to do.